Hello guys and welcome to another PowerPoint tutorial. In this video I will show you how I made these slides using the morph transition in PowerPoint. But before we go in, please make sure you subscribe if you like this video and if you want to get more PowerPoint tutorials every single week. So first we're going to start with the draw panel and we're going to select the pen tool and we're just going to draw a very quick scribble there. So we'll use this drawing in our first two slides. So if you right click and select format ink, here you'll be able to increase the width of the stroke, and then you just have to make it a little bit larger and maybe take it out of the frame a little bit, because we'll have the remaining part on our second slide. So once you're happy with the placement, then you just have to insert your text. So insert here, this presentation will be about Shakespeare. So I'm gonna write the word Shakespeare and use this font called Perandori. And then I'll just justify the text and then go to shape format, align and align to center. Then I just found this image online of Shakespeare, so I'm gonna right click, copy image and paste. Then go to picture format, click on crop, and you can drag the black handles here all the way to the edges of your slide. And then you just have to click on the arrow here and click on fill for it to take the whole space of your slide. And after that you can right click on send to back, and from the format picture panel here you'll be able to change the color. So from recolor I'm just gonna select this preset and then I'm just gonna copy paste William Shakespeare's signature that I found online. This is basically just a PNG. If you need to crop your image, you can do that with the crop menu. You just have to drag the handles just so it can focus on the area that you really want from the image. I think this is looking very, very cool, but I don't like the fact that the signature is covering the eyes of Shakespeare. So I'm gonna reposition the image by selecting the crop tool. And then I'm gonna download this font called Drips Splatters from the font, and this is basically made of Dingbats. If you want to learn more about Dingbats, you can watch my PowerPoint tricks video, but it's basically just a font made of shapes. So here I just put the letter G, which in this case corresponds to this splatter shape. And then I'm gonna insert a rectangle to transform this letter into an actual shape. So I'm just gonna place it on top of this, select both of those elements and then go to merge shapes and click on intersect. And now we have an editable shape. So now we can get rid of the outline and change the color, make it bigger, make it smaller, etc. And that's pretty much our first slide done. So now I'm gonna duplicate it with Ctrl D. And now I'm gonna insert a square here to mark where the line ends in the previous slide. And then I can just get rid of all the elements that I don't need. I just need the line. So now I'm gonna select both of these elements here and I'm gonna drag them to the left. And now we will be able to get the continuous line effect from the previous slide as a transition. So now I'm just gonna change the color of the background to black and the line, I'm gonna change the color of the stroke to white. And we're gonna apply the push transition later on. But at the moment, I'm just gonna basically design this slide, maybe with like a biography title, maybe we want some description here. I just put placeholder text at the moment. Again, I'm gonna use Dingbat from the Drip Splatters font. And I have basically to repeat the exact same process as the previous slide. So we need to convert it into a shape. And then I found this quill PNG online. And to change the color from black to white, you just need to recolor it. So I just selected this preset and I'm gonna increase the brightness and I'm gonna increase the contrast as well. And that will give us a white quill. Now let's create a new slide and we're gonna start with a black background. And then I'm gonna create this sort of menu based on Shakespeare's plays. So I'll start with Romeo and Juliet. And if you hold Ctrl in your keyboard and drag that text box, you'll be able to duplicate it very quickly. And now I'm just gonna replace the titles. The next thing is to source your image. So here I found this image of Shakespeare that I'm gonna use for my menu. Again, with the crop tool, you can just drag the handle here a little bit and then click on Fill from the drop-down menu. Then I'm gonna right click and send to back. And here I'm just gonna change the transparency so the text pops a little bit more. And then let's duplicate the slide with Ctrl D. So now we're gonna focus on our first item from the menu, which will be Romeo and Juliet. So I'm just gonna drag the rest of the texts a little bit down, and I'm gonna change the color to dark gray. I'm gonna add a quick description box here, and then right click and add a vertical guide and just put it where the image starts. So now we're gonna drag this image up, and then we need an image for our first item, which in this case is Romeo and Juliet. So just copy paste it and then click on picture format, click on crop, make sure that the left handle snaps with the guide that you just set up. Drag the right handle all the way to the edge of the slide so you can use the fill option from the crop menu. And again, you'll just have to format the picture to have the same transparency as the previous image. And remember to right click and send to back. Now for the transition, you'll need to copy the second image that you put and add it to the previous slide and drag it down. Remember always to select both images and right click, send to back. Make sure that everything's behind the texts. And now let's start playing with the transition. So for the second slide, we're going to apply the push transition and the effect options to start from right. For the third slide, we're going to use the uncover transition. So you can find that here. And I'm going to change the direction to start from bottom. And for the fourth slide, we're going to use the morph transition. That way we'll get this super cool and very smooth effect. And I want to make this effect a little bit more dramatic. So on the fourth slide, I'm just going to increase the size of the title of the play. And that will give us a more dramatic animation. And then I'm going to copy the description and I'm going to paste it on the previous slide. And I'm just going to drag this text box to the left outside of the canvas. So now if I click on the morph transition, we have this effect that is very dramatic and very cool. And it's pretty much the same process for your rest of your slides. So you just have to duplicate the slide, drag your image up. And now I'm gonna focus on the second play, which in this case is Hamlet. So the rest of them are going down, and maybe I'm just gonna reposition everything a little bit more so I have some space for the description. And then you can just copy the formatting that you already did on the previous slide with the format painter. Again, copy paste your image and you can reposition it with the crop option here from picture format. Make sure that the handle snaps with the guide that you just created. Change the transparency, and once you're happy with the placement, you just have to copy the image and paste it on the previous slide, but now it's gonna be coming from the bottom, so you just have to drag it down and right click, send to back. And finally, I'm just gonna select the text box here. I'm gonna go to animations, click on fade, and then start with previous. And there you go, guys. That's how I made these slides in PowerPoint. And if you want to learn how I did the animations of each individual element, make sure to watch my quick animations video on my channel. And remember that I have some templates available for you to download if you go to lurutiappt.gumroad.com. As always, thank you so much for your support. Make sure to watch my other videos. Make sure to subscribe if you want to get more PowerPoint tutorials. And I will see you in my next video.